How can you make her deeply miss you when she is no longer by your side? How can your presence still echo in her mind? In the quest for a meaningful and profound relationship, leaving a lasting impression doesn't rely on extravagant gifts or flowery words, but rather on the true essence of who you are. And don't seek to hold on to someone forcefully. Instead, we create an environment where they willingly want to return. Let's explore the subtle actions, meaningful words, and natural ways of demonstrating your value, so that even from afar, your image continually lingers in her thoughts. Join me as we uncover 10 unique and effective secrets to engrave your image in someone's heart, making you unforgettable. By adopting the principles of stoicism, you'll learn how to leave a lasting impression by remaining calm, self-controlled, and true to yourself. Number 1. Don't consistently follow their lead. Let's start with a simple truth. If you're constantly texting or calling someone, you might come off as too available or even desperate. When something is always accessible, it often loses its allure. Just like having the same meal every day can get boring, constantly being in someone's space can have a similar effect. Imagine you're an artist working on a painting. If you spend every moment of the day in your studio, you might lose perspective on your work. But stepping away for a while can give you a fresh view and a new appreciation for what you're creating. The same principle applies to relationships. When you're not always on the line, you create a space for the other person to miss the laughter, the deep conversations, and the unique aspects of your personality. They begin to value your presence more because they realize it's not a given. It's a special part of their day that isn't always available. From a Stoic perspective, this practice teaches us about self-control and independence. Stoics believe in living a life of virtue and meaning, focusing on personal growth and inner peace rather than seeking validation from others. By not being overly available, you show that you have your own goals, passions, and pursuits. You're not defined solely by your relationships. Instead, you're a person with a rich, fulfilling life. This doesn't mean ignoring the people you care about. Rather, it's about balancing your presence in a way that fosters appreciation and depth in your connections. Remember, this isn't about playing games or making someone chase after you. It's about respecting yourself and the other person enough to allow space in your interactions. This space is not empty. It's filled with anticipation, reflection, and often a growing appreciation of each other's role in your lives. So take a step back sometimes. Let life's canvas unfold at its own pace. Be worth the wait, not hard to get. Let them feel your absence just enough to realize how much they value your presence. When you do this, watch how the dynamics of your relationships transform, bringing a new depth that is both rewarding and enriching. Remember, it's not just about making someone miss you. It's about growing as an individual and enhancing the quality of your relationships. Number 2, resist the lure of seeking attention. Picture this. You receive a simple emoji or a casual hello from someone you're interested in. It's tempting to reply immediately, especially if you've been eagerly awaiting their message. But let's pause and think about this from a Stoic perspective. In Stoicism, we learn the value of self-control and not being swayed by every impulse. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Apply this wisdom here. If you rush to reply every time, it might give off the impression that you're always available, just waiting for them to reach out. This can make you appear less intriguing and diminish your perceived value. The human brain is wired to appreciate what is not readily available. If you're always quick to respond, they might take your attention for granted, thinking that minimal effort is enough to keep you engaged. Instead, the next time you receive one of these light messages, take a moment. Focus on your goals, your hobbies, or simply being present in the moment. This delay in your response isn't about playing games. It's about showing that you have a full, rich life of your own. It's demonstrating that while you value them, your world isn't revolving around their messages. Here's an example. You're working on a project you're passionate about, and a message pops up. Instead of dropping everything, you choose to finish your task, placing your personal growth and commitments above the instant gratification of a quick chat. When you eventually reply, your response will carry more weight. It subtly communicates that your time and attention are precious. This approach doesn't just make your attention seem more valuable, it naturally makes you more attractive. When they see that you're not always readily available, that your life is full and engaging, they'll be more inclined to make significant efforts to connect with you. And it's in these moments, when they realize that winning your attention is a rewarding challenge, that they begin to appreciate and miss your presence more deeply. This is the power of embodying Stoic principles in your interactions, showing that you're grounded in your own life and not swayed by every notification. Number 3, develop an aura of mystique. Stoicism teaches us the value of restraint and the power of the unknown. By revealing ourselves gradually, we engage others' natural curiosity, making them think more about us and sparking a desire to know more. Why is this so effective? It's simple. People are inherently curious. If you lay all your cards on the table at once, there's no more mystery, no more puzzle to solve, and the interest soon wanes. However, if you unfold your story bit by bit, it keeps people engaged, eager to discover what lies beneath each layer. Take this scenario as an example. Imagine you've just had a day filled with unexpected turns and delightful surprises. Instead of recounting every single detail to your friends or someone you're interested in, you might casually mention, "Wow, today was filled with surprises," and leave it at that. This approach naturally invites them to ask, "What happened?" or "Tell me more." Each question opens a path to deeper conversation, but only on your terms when you choose to reveal more. This strategy doesn't just keep you on their mind, it makes every interaction with you thrilling. You become like a novel they can't put down, where every chapter reveals a little more, heightening the intrigue. In true Stoic fashion, this method teaches patience, both to you and the person you're interacting with. It's about enjoying the journey of getting to know each other without rushing through the pages. By cultivating a subtle air of mystery, you embody the Stoic principle of controlling what you reveal and maintaining your autonomy over how much of yourself you share. This not only keeps you interesting, but also makes your social interactions more dynamic and thought-provoking. Keep them guessing, keep them curious, and watch as they become more drawn to you, eager to uncover the depths of your character. Number 4, trigger feelings of jealousy. In Stoicism, we often encounter discussions about managing and understanding emotions, viewing them as part of the natural human experience. Jealousy, typically seen as a negative emotion, can also be perceived through a Stoic lens. When thoughtfully applied, it can gently nudge someone to realize your value and, paradoxically, miss your presence more. However, this isn't about manipulation or causing harm. It's about subtly showcasing the virtues of your life and embodying the Stoic ideal of living well. It involves demonstrating your happiness and contentment with your own life, not to provoke, but to remind them of your shared joys and the fullness of your existence. Imagine this scenario. You're at a community volunteer event, deeply involved in a group project. You share a picture or a story from this event, not to flaunt your social interactions, but to share your genuine engagement with life. The key here is authenticity. Let your actions reflect your inner tranquility and dedication to personal growth. When they see you not only surviving, but thriving, engaging with life and others with serene joy, it may ignite a subtle sense of longing. They remember the depth and tranquility you brought into their lives, which now, in your absence, feels palpably missing. By fostering a mild sense of what they're missing out on, you encourage a reevaluation of your place in their life. This isn't about sparking envy, but about highlighting the peaceful yet vibrant life you are living, aligned with Stoic virtues. It's about making them miss the calm, stabilizing influence and the genuine moments you share. Always remember, the goal is not to manipulate emotions, but to inspire them by your example. Let your life speak of your values and joys, and if it stirs a gentle yearning in them, let it be because they see the genuine good in reconnecting with you. This approach ensures that your actions remain rooted in respect and empathy, pillars that should never be compromised. Number 5, leave them wanting more. In every interaction, aim to leave an impression that fosters a lasting desire for the next encounter. Stoic wisdom emphasizes the importance of quality over quantity, encouraging us to end our exchanges while they are still vibrant and full of life. It's about setting a rhythm in your relationships, akin to a well-composed piece of music, knowing precisely when to pause and let the anticipation for the next note build. For instance, during a lively discussion about a mutual interest such as a recent film or a philosophical idea, it might be tempting to dive into every detail and explore every tangent. However, if you conclude the conversation just as it reaches a peak of interest, perhaps with a thought-provoking question or an intriguing proposal for a future adventure, you leave an open loop in their mind. Saying something like, "I have a theory about the ending, but I'll share it next time," it might change the way you see the whole story, turns each conversation into a memorable episode, much like a favorite TV series ending each segment on a cliffhanger. Your companion will eagerly anticipate your next meeting, curious about the insights you'll share and the stories you'll tell. By judiciously choosing the moment to say goodbye, you make your presence a scarce and valued gift, enhancing their appreciation and longing for your company. This strategy helps maintain a fresh and dynamic interaction pattern. Instead of exhausting all topics and letting conversations fizzle out, you ensure that every meeting is lively and leaves a residue of curiosity and excitement. This keeps you on their mind and cultivates a sense of emotional depth and intellectual engagement that they will miss in your absence. Mastering the art of leaving them wanting more is a nuanced skill requiring awareness and self-control, reflecting Stoic virtues of wisdom and temperance. By consistently practicing this approach, you not only enrich your relationships, but also foster a mutual respect and eagerness that makes every reunion anticipated and every absence felt. This method deepens connections in a meaningful way, making them cherish your presence and eagerly await your return. Number 6. Show confidence and magnetism. What does it mean to be charismatic in a Stoic sense? It's about more than just being the life of the party. It involves making those around you feel genuinely valued and understood. Picture this. You're at a gathering and instead of dominating the conversation, you listen intently, react sincerely, and engage meaningfully. When people walk away from talking with you, they feel uplifted and appreciated. That's charisma. It's about leaving a positive imprint on the hearts of others, so they associate you with warmth and genuine engagement. This way, your absence is noted, and your return is anticipated with joy. Now let's talk about confidence. Stoicism teaches us that true confidence comes from an inner assurance in our values and capabilities, not from external validation. It's about knowing your worth without needing constant affirmation from others. For example, when faced with a challenge, a Stoic-inspired individual remains composed and decisive, demonstrating confidence through calm actions rather than boastful words. This kind of confidence is quietly powerful. It draws people in and makes them feel secure in your presence. When you're not around, that sense of assurance you provided stays with them, making them long for your return. Combining charisma with confidence means embodying a presence that's both comforting and inspiring. It's about being someone who not only shines independently, but also brings out the best in others. People are naturally attracted to those who are self-assured and make them feel good. When you embody these qualities, your absence is felt deeply, creating a longing that keeps people looking forward to your next encounter. So embrace these traits. Be the person who listens, understands, and stands firm in their own self-worth. This not only aligns with Stoic philosophy, but also makes you a person people love to be around and miss when you're gone. Remember, the goal is not just to be remembered, but to be missed in a way that's heartfelt and genuine.